Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the weekly review of Sean's Rock. I am Sean the King of Tours, and of course, I am joined along with.
And it's your boy Ciroc the Mike. How we doing this afternoon?
Hey, it's another beautiful day here in Tampa. I cannot
It is.
complain. It's hot, it's warm. The pool gonna feel good later. It's one of those days.
Isn't your
It's one of
pool
those
heated?
weeks. Oh yes, oh yes. Yeah, I mean, I
So
get
what do
in,
you?
even during
What
the
do you?
winter too.
What's
So,
what's what's the perfect temperature, right? Because you don't want to hop in bath
oh,
water, do you?
oh, sometimes, but like the perfect temperature. I'm not gonna lie, it's like 83 degrees.
For the water, bro, you
Oh
boiling?
yeah.
You cooking
Oh
yourself
no.
in
See,
there?
you think so, but when you're outside, you're hanging out doing whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That 83 degrees feels cold. But
All
when
right.
you're just hanging out in the house or whatever, doing whatever, you go outside, it's like, oh, nice.
Well, what temperature is your
That's
bath water? Like 110?
like 90 something. Yeah,
Oh
I like
boy,
hot showers, man.
boy, you got. No wonder it's so hot outside, man. You got like you putting your pool water's heating the neighborhood. Anyways.
How you doing?
I'm pretty
How's it
good,
going?
man. I'm good, man. Today's April. What is it? The 19th. Hope you did your
Yep.
taxes because they was due yesterday, I believe.
Yep,
They
they
hit
were due
today, right?
yesterday. They were due yesterday. Some people don't have to pay taxes, and those of you that don't have to pay taxes or do taxes,
Congrats.
you're lucky.
Exactly.
Just put that out there.
Some of
Just
us
gonna
get
put that out there.
refunds. Some of us
Have to
pay
pay.
refunds.
Yeah. There's been some years I had to pay. I don't like the years. I like the years when I get money back. I don't like the years I have to pay anything. That's always
Yeah, if I got to pay something, then
bad years.
clearly I was hacked or my identity was stolen. You know what I mean?
Clearly, that's what
Anywho,
happened.
what we got? What we got on a little
But
rundown today?
before I go forward, I was going to put this out there at the beginning of the show. I'm going to say it again at the end of the show. But this Friday, April 21st, is Jackie Robinson Day at the Rays Stadium.
It is.
The organization I am a part of, the Buffalo Soldiers, will be conducting the color guard ceremony for it. So hopefully this will be up and you guys can see this beforehand. And if not, you'll be able to see it recorded because it's everyone records everything these days. So look us up, check us out, and look at us shine a little bit.
What
Represent.
is that at the beginning of the game? Well, they don't have halftime.
That's the 7 inning stretch, but no, it's
Seven-inning
at the beginning of
stretch.
the game. It's at the beginning of the game.
Is that baseball's halftime, the 7th-inning stretch?
Pretty much, which
Is that when
doesn't
people
make
stand
much
up and be
sense
like,
because there's only
"Oh,
9
this is
innings in
boring"?
a game. It just makes no sense because there's only 9 innings in a game. But that's what
Yeah,
that's what
make it a
that's
five
what
and a
they
half
do.
inning stretch or
I
something.
mean, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, shoot, second inning comes in, I'm going to get a hot dog, some beer.
You couldn't pay me to go to a baseball game. I mean, you could pay me, but like,
No, I go to a baseball game. Watching it on TV though, no. I'm not
and for the
watching on TV.
and for the guys that like bring the gloves, like, come on, man,
Uh,
what are you doing right now? You really think you about to? First of all, I'm surprised. I don't know why they let gloves in the damn baseball. Like, imagine at a football game, you just bring your own football in, just throw it on the field to throw off Tom Brady or something. Like, whoop, let me just throw that pass real quick. That's probably why you
I
can't
know,
do that in
right?
football. But
Probably so.
anyways,
I mean, I've seen some people with some gloves out there though. Those sticky gloves. I've seen some people with those sticky gloves out there. So yeah.
or imagine if you can bring like a basketball to basketball game and just start
Oh God.
shooting hoops
Ooh.
from the stands. Like if your team was losing, like if your team was getting destroyed and they start
Steph
booing,
goes for the three, and all of a sudden this ball comes out of nowhere.
everybody just started shooting from the crowd, like fuck this, fuck this. Oh, baseball's one of those, man.
Oh yeah, it is. So for the day's stories, we're going to talk a little bit about this. What was that device called again? I'm sorry.
A flipper, man. It's old news,
A
but it's new to
flipper.
me. And if it's new to me, then it's probably new to a lot of people that are of old age. You get what I mean? Like the kids know about it.
Yeah,
My little
I don't
sister
know
about
it.
it.
Which, I don't know about it. My kids didn't tell me about it, so I'm gonna have to get on my kids. I never heard of it. So we're gonna talk about Flipper.
Exactly.
We're also gonna talk about how Fox has to pay $1,787,000,000. Yeah, that's I don't know how that's a win for Fox, but they say it is.
That's
We'll get into it.
Contract.
Yeah. Then of course we're gonna get into a little bit of sports this show. We're gonna talk about how playoffs are starting. Playoffs are just around the corner for the oh no, it has started now for the hockey. And of course it's in the midst for NBA. So it's playoff season. That's what it is. We're gonna talk about it here a little bit. And of course, we're gonna bring in What the Florida. I got some good What the Florida stories for you. Go ahead and get ready to play along.
Yes,
So
sir.
are you ready?
I am ready. Even though my eyes, I'm looking at my eyes, they're real glossy, and I haven't done anything. I'm just want to throw that out there. Like I just look like I'm glazed over, but I'm not. So
Did you smoke before the show? Is that what happened?
I didn't do any. I don't even do that. First of all, I know 420 is tomorrow, and for all you hippies out there, that's like Kwanzaa or whatever. It's one of those holidays. But however, man, it's just maybe it's. By the way, I'm using. In case you guys don't notice, I look less grainy because I'm using my iPhone camera instead of the webcam on my MacBook. So for those Mac users out there with iPhones, you don't want to use the webcam on a Mac. You connect to your iPhone, set it up, and you be good. So that's that.
That's that. All right. Well, that being that, let's go ahead and jump into the not top story, but our first story, the Flipper. Tell me what it is.
Flipper Zero. All right. So it's nothing like how it sounds, by the way. First thing, Flipper, not the dolphin. Flipper, not like you flipping houses. So Flipper Zero is like it's a toy like kind of looks like a toy, actually. Portable hacking device. Yes, that's right. Hacking. To get into something you probably shouldn't be into.
Hacking device.
Portable hacking, right? It's almost it's some Jason Bourne spy stuff we're talking about right now. Now, keep in mind, this was marketed towards, and I'm reading the article here, to quote unquote geeks, which I'm a geek, I'm a nerd. I ain't afraid to say it. I got a nice little PC setup. I know how to code a little bit, just a little bit.
Yeah, I got a little bit.
I used to wear glasses because I couldn't see, not because I thought I was smart. But anyway, basically, it's a small little, like I said, toy-like hacking device. It's used for. I mean, it got hot on TikTok, all right? Because how TikTok. Some starts on TikTok is like, TikTok is like TMZ right now. It might as well call
it pretty much
TikTok MZ or something like that.
Yeah, you can't really use the TMZ thing because it's already TikTok and TMZ, so it doesn't work. Anyway,
yeah. Oh, that's funny. So basically, it contains. It's basically a disruptor, right? So it can nearby NFCs, which stands for near field communication. So you might actually see that if you got an Android. I don't know if it has it on iPhone, but if you scroll to settings, you'll see like a NFC option. All right. So basically, those are used for like bank cards and building access cards, or even even at my place, like a garage door opener. And there's other few antennas that it connects to, but you can basically, to summarize, you can change simple, I would say simple stuff, right? So there's a video of a guy using it to change the gas prices on the digital screens that pop up, which clearly is, it's a prank. It's funny, but if I'm driving by and after that thing go to 50 cents, the clerk got to honor that, right? Or I don't know how that works. I guess it's their gas station. You can use it to open car doors. Now that's a big one, right? Because people get these breaking into cars.
Yeah.
That's a huge one.
Now, think about how many people. To go into that. I know you're gonna bring some more thing, but let's think about that a little bit. All right, so a lot of people, I'm not gonna say who, but a lot of people leave their garage doors unlocked because their garage door is closed, and you need a button to open that thing.
Yep.
A lot of people feel safe doing that. But I remember a few years ago, a lot of criminals were going around using some device. I don't know, it might have been this device to open these garage doors and going in and robbing these houses and stuff.
Right.
So that's a pretty big deal when you think about it. Your garage door, you feel safe behind your garage door, but clearly it's not a safe.
It's like I guess we get too comfortable in the technology of the times. Like back then, when remote garage doors opener first came out, I was like, oh my god! You mean tell me you don't got to get out your car to open a garage? That was hot, especially if you live in a state, with snow, or you ain't got to get out your car. I remember the old days where it was just on the garage. It was the handle. You just twist it. You had to, you had to, it'd be like you was moving drugs or something like that. Like, all right, nobody watching.
I know.
It up, right?
And they're not heavy, but they got some weight to them.
Yeah.
Especially the older ones. The older ones, they had insulation and stuff in them. It was like, whew.
And if you're too strong, you might just slam it all the way through.
Slam it up.
And then your dad come outside.
Yelled at. It's like,
just slam it.
Why'd you open this door?
Yeah. Either way. But basically, either way, whether you got some new shit or you got some old shit. But what am I? God, you made me lose my train. Oh my God! See, I'm even stumbling my words right now, and then my eyes are glossy. This does not look good.
They are going to say, "Oh, they." Ciroc was high on the show.
No, I was. No,
it wasn't Sean this time. It was Ciroc.
Listen, I have my retainers in, and it's throwing my speech off a little bit. That's all. And my eyes are glossy because these lights are bright and they're different. Excuse for everything. But Flipper, you can change TV remotes, simple stuff, right? And and for those of you who are worried about getting into high level security, like maybe your bank account information or maybe getting into your phones. Nah, it doesn't work that way. I mean, I don't know if you could still buy these things. I'm sure
Actually, I just looked it up. You can still buy it.
Do you know how much they cost?
It wasn't that expensive either. That's the thing. It was. I think it said like $15 or something.
Like, can you imagine if you just pulled into your neighborhood and every garage door was open? Like, what the heck? Is this a neighborhood garage sale? Like, what's going on?
Oh, and that's okay. So you can get the Flipper Zero for $169.
Oh, they taxing. I don't know about that. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm not paying $160 just to freaking open my car door without my fob. I mean, I don't know. It's cool. It's one of those cool devices that eventually will get banned all over the world at some point in time when somebody hacks the wrong. Yeah, somebody's gonna hack the wrong thing.
It won't be all over the world. It'll be in certain places, and then people will say, "Oh, well, I can't get it here, and I can't get it here." So they're gonna start flying to these other places that you can't get it, getting it, bringing it back, and still doing the same thing.
Now, There's other like legal hacking devices that you can buy, and they, as far as like the summary or like whatever the statement from these companies, are always like used for educational purposes or to prevent if someone's hacking. You can use it to find out if someone else is hacking too. You know what I mean? Like it's a double-edged sword type tool. But let's be honest, you give somebody a hacking tool, we're not about to use this for the good. I mean, I'm sorry, I'll be honest with you. Give me a Flipper Zero.
So you're that
prices.
Guy.
I'm flipping prices every time I drive. You're gonna see on Bay News 9, like, notorious gas station bandit changing all the prices to like that's just how it is. But however, my point is make sure just with when we talked about ChatGPT or when we talked about Midjourney and all these AI the softwares that are popping up, like just be sure, especially people around our age and older, just stay up at times with technology mix. You don't want to get left in the dust and you be asking your little nephew, "Hey nephew, how do I turn the TV on?" You want to, I would say, if you are over 30, you should spend at least 30 minutes a week.
That's a
just 30 minutes a week, just keeping up to date on technology. Follow what's that magazine?
You say that like
Science?
They know where to go. You can't just like go keep an update and they know,
okay,
where do I go? Okay, ask Siri. Siri's not gonna help them with that. Neither is Google.
My Siri
now
is
look
lazy.
Now maybe if you try TikTok, you might get some answers there.
I refuse.
But
I refuse.
refuse. But I'm gonna bring an oldie but a goodie up. If you really want to know what to do, go to Reddit.
Yeah, go to Reddit.
Has all the answers.
Yeah, and if TL too long didn't read, hey, if you got to make that post, make that post. Some posts are just too long to read, but all I'm saying is stay up to date on what's going on, not only in the world, not only in tech, not only in sports, but just you just want to. I mean, get yourself a newspaper. They still give out newspapers. Do people still get newspapers?
You still get a newspaper. Yeah.
I don't think I haven't seen a paper boy in like 20 years.
All you got to do, if you want a newspaper, go to one or two places: a hotel or a hospital. Those are two places you will get a newspaper at. Other than that, I don't know what to tell you.
Also, what a terrible job to be a paper boy. Like, not terrible, I guess, if it's your first job, but it's
a bad job.
Yeah, you got to wake up at 6 a.m.
You don't pay nothing.
Just to let people know what happened the day before. Hey, by the way, this is what happened the day before. Breaking windows.
Well, anyway, pretty much they do it overnight now, but it's overnight. All you gotta do is open your phone. Oh, that's what happened overnight. I want to know what happened now. That's everyone. Everyone wants to know.
I'd be like bow and arrow and like papers through people's windows. Like, pew! Make sure you read page 6, article 7. But yeah, man. So get Flipper Zero. It's pretty cool, but the whole point is hacking. And if you play Call of Duty, you hate that word because boy, there'd be some hackers in there. Oh man. So
I mean, it's not a lockpick though. I mean, you gotta understand it's not something that you use to go in and it's break open or something. It's something that I don't
know. Not yet.
See, a lockpick is more of a door. It can open a couple of doors, but this device, it doesn't just open doors
not anymore.
But what I'm saying, it doesn't just open doors though. This opens your entire life to them if you allow it. Because even though it doesn't open up a phone or something, all you gotta do is have something unlocked in your house. Like your phone, your computer, or anything, and you're done. That's your entire
this
life.
open stuff you don't even know you had locked. You're like, wait, How'd you get in that? I've been looking for these keys for 15 years. How you open the door? Or you can do it the old school way, just grab a bat, bust window, and save yourself some time or save yourself $160.
That's true.
All right, what we got next?
All right, so next up, we're going to talk about this whole Fox Dominion thing that's been dominating the news for the last week, which is kind of crazy when you think about everything else.
I tell you who not covering it.
I know, right?
Yeah, we just got sued.
So. They are definitely not. I mean, would you want to talk about the fact that you not have to pay someone $787.5
that's just like I mean, you would basically be able to be like, hey, look, basically they sued us. I'm probably making less money next year. I don't know. This might probably be my last show, to be honest with you. I mean, like, we can't even afford to put the lights on, and my co-host is on strike right now because she getting paid peanuts. So yeah, man, thanks a lot, Dominion. Y'all hiring?
I mean, that's how the story is, and let's kind of tell you the story in case you haven't heard. So Dominion Voting Systems is they're a provider of voting not voting sites, but voting systems that we all use around the United States. And there's another one called Smartmatic and a couple other ones, but Dominion is one of the larger ones that are in most places. Well, it started because Fox said, oh, they're lying. These machines don't work like they're supposed to. And Dominion came back and said, oh, really? We're going to sue you for $1.6 billion to prove to you we ain't lying.
You can just do that? I didn't even know you could just do that. Like, this doesn't work.
They sued them.
You're lying. I'm suing you for $1 billion.
And then for the last, month, almost 2 months, there's been little tidbits dropping about what Fox has been lying about here and there. And don't get me wrong, I'm not sitting attacking one news station over another. They all have their own bad to them. Don't get me wrong. It's just this one is the one who's got now paid $787 million. So that's what I'm talking about. This one.
I ain't even had that much. That's a lot of money.
But see, and that's the thing. They settled. So they were losing because they came out that they had all these emails and texts and stuff saying that they believe nothing was stolen, that election was right, but they still went with the lie because that helps their ratings. Literally, that's what all the emails and texts said.
Hey, I mean, we're going to accuse you guys of this, not because we think you did it, it's just because people are interested in hearing that. So, yeah, who knows? The ways are Dominion, and next thing you know, Dominion, 787.5.
I mean, and that's exactly how it came down to it, because on Monday, when the trial was supposed to start and jury selection was supposed to start, the trial was delayed. On Tuesday, right before the trial was, when I say right before, they had already sworn in the jury. Everyone's getting seated. Trial was about to start in minutes. Minutes. Fox went ahead and signed an agreement and said, "Oh no, we don't want to go do this." Yeah, so instead of paying $1.6 billion, they're paying that $787 million. So a little less than half of what they got sued for. But that's still not a win. That is in no way.
That means we're guilty
for Fox.
And exactly.
And we don't want to say nothing. Take the money. Leave us alone. That's exactly what's being said.
That's insane. That's a lot of money. And first of all, I haven't seen one representative from Dominion. I'm starting to think Dominion is just like an AI system that's just like suing people like, oh, how dare you sue me? 1 second. And it's just spamming emails.
1.6 billion. Period.
Yeah.
But see, and here's the thing. So right behind that, this one that they just settled, Smartmatic, the one I mentioned earlier, is also suing Fox. And they're suing Fox for $2.7 billion.
For what?
So for the same thing. The exact same thing. So here's the thing. Fox? It's already a win. It's already a win for Smartmatic because they already know we're going to win this case. So Smartmatic all they got to do is decide, do they want to take the settlement or do they want to go with go to trial, because they've got the win. They've already got the win.
Can you find out if we can sue Fox for anything, since everybody else is? Because we trying something. I don't know, man. Just
if they get out money like this,
right?
Shit.
Exactly. I'm part of PETA, and I feel disrespect that you guys are called Fox when Foxers are an endangered species around my neighborhood, and everybody's confused. So I'm suing you guys for $2 billion.
I'm suing them because they said that my shirt was orange when it's clearly red. So I'm suing them.
I'm suing them because they keep saying breaking news when that happened yesterday and I already knew about it. It's not breaking news. Breaking news to them, not to me. So that's
$787 million. So let me ask you, what would you do if you work for Fox? Not
I was
Fox.
gonna say, what would you do
Flip
if your
that.
son was at home?
If you work for Dominion and you knew that your bosses just got paid that kind of money, would you ask for a raise?
Yeah, of course. Well, I don't know. You got to see the details. Well, I guess you can't really see the details of the settlement, but I'm
Yeah.
sure it's going to be over a length of time. I'm sure they're not just writing a blank check for 787. You know what I mean? I mean, Fox got money, but they ain't got like.
I don't know
think they got cash on
at the
hand like
moment,
that.
but they Rupert Murdoch. He's a pretty high. They're billionaire, so I mean, they might,
You think
they might be able
like,
to just here you go.
You think he was like actually like there at court, or he was just like somewhere on the island was like, shit, 780.
I don't even think he came. I don't think. I don't even think he came to the country. I think he was at his house over in London or wherever somewhere and said, and the guys on the phone saying, "Look, we lost. If you don't take the settlement, you're gonna lose even more." And he's like, "Mother."
You know, is that so? How much? All right, well, I guess we gotta pay it. We'll cut half the staff.
Yeah.
If I worked for Dominion,
So,
if anybody works for Dominion, like I said, I think that it's a robot. But yeah, I mean, I think you have to. I think you go like, hey, sir, election will be up in 2 years. I'm gonna need that raise. Right now, I'm getting paid 30 grand a year. Yeah, I think they should bump it up to I think everybody there should get $1 million. Like just
actually, that's actually a pretty good idea because I mean they got paid 787 million. So if they only have 50 employees, everyone gets 100 gets 100 or gets $1 million.
That's not even 50 employees.
I'm saying if they only have 50,
I was going to say
they even less than that. But think about it, that won't even take them out of the 700 million. I mean, that they'll still have $737 million left over if they did that. They can make all their employees.
They're gonna be running the voting system for the next century, next 1,000 years is gonna be Dominion. They just gonna have all the rights to any voting across the world for the next 1,000 years. But I see here Rupert Murdoch is worth 21.7 billion. So this was annoying to him, but it didn't like change his lifestyle. You know what I mean?
No, it didn't change his lifestyle. No. It hurt. It hurt though. It definitely hurt a little bit.
It's like when I get like a toll bill in the mail, I'm like, oh. But it's not gonna make it. It's not gonna, ruin my day.
No, I mean, I think this one hurt him a little bit, not because of what he had to pay, because now everyone for the next year is gonna call Fox a liar. I think that's the part that hurts more than anything else. I mean, the money hurts. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, 21 when you were 21.7 billion, 100 million isn't gonna do anything to you.
No, but that's still a lot of money. Like you don't want to lose.
Oh yes.
If I'm Rupert Murdoch. And I just found out we got sued for 700 or whatever. We settled for 787. You got to pull like a P Diddy when he was making the band, the Chappelle show. I make a phone call like, hey, I'm shutting the studio down. The only way I'm opening up the studio is if y'all get that 787 back tonight. It's yeah.
I don't care who you got to catch in a lie so we can sue them, but you better do something.
Yeah, man. So he's the 31st richest person in the United States. Damn, that must suck to be the 31st.
But he's not even a citizen of the United States, by the way. He's a citizen of London or England over, he's British. Yeah.
Oh, so he don't got nothing to do with this. So that sounds like an American problem. That's an America's problem. Over here in London, we respect our, whatever we got going on right now.
No, whatever. He got sued one time because his son, don't have to say allegedly on this thing, but I'm gonna say allegedly to protect ourselves. Allegedly, hacked these reporters' phones.
Flipper Zero. What I tell you,
there's some stories for their tabloid newspaper. So yeah, this family is something else.
Do you think that they'll lose like their viewership at all? Fox.
Some. I don't think it'd be enough to make too much of a difference. I think if things like this keep happening, they're going to keep losing viewers. But I think they lost some.
I don't know.
But not me, because they've been diehard this whole time. They're still going to be diehard.
I really think. Yeah, I was going to say. I really think they have a very loyal fan base, and if it wasn't Fox, if they would just move to another network, another conservative network.
Yeah, I was talking with our producer about this earlier before the show. Colin, and so two networks they can really go
to. Like the Oprah Winfrey Network?
No, OAN.
Oh, it's like oh damn.
I know, right?
Yeah,
No, it's kind of funny that it's very similar in when you say the names. But have you ever looked at ON? Checked it out?
I might have. I think it's because when I'm at the gym, for some reason, like he has the TVs, but they never change channels. And one of the channel is like this, like super right wing conservative. Like it's like some
Yeah.
of the headlines are always like something ridiculous. It'd be like Obama
Yeah.
didn't flush the toilet at the White House. Like something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, bro, like what?
Yeah.
Like who
Yeah.
is reading
Yeah.
this?
Yeah. One American News Network is very, very super, super right. I mean, like, yeah, Fox is like, okay, so you have, let's say this is the center. All right.
Mhm.
All right. This is CNN and this is Fox. Well, this is Fox. And then you have OWN, which is way over here.
Yeah. It reminds me
mean,
of what's that movie? Is it oh my god, we're like freaking what's the guy, the big black dude from White Chicks? Name again?
oh, Damon Wayans?
No. Terry Crews.
Oh, true.
It reminds me of that movie where Terry Crews is like the president. I forgot what it's called. It's like idiocracy or something like that. But like that's what I think of. Like it's just he's driving around just with an AK just shooting in the air. He's a president. Oh man. That's crazy though. That like somebody like they have some subscribers. They have people who literally watch it. And I'm not biased either way. Like I mean I know left wing news, far left is ridiculous, far right is ridiculous. Even the ones close to the middle. Like, do your own research.
They're all trying to get ratings. At the end of the day, that's
but there's people that
I hate it. I hate that fact. I wish it would go back to being news instead of a talking heads. But
yeah, it's okay to be like, nothing happened today. Like, all right. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, I know stuff happens every day, and if you don't have to talk about what happens, if nothing really is going on in the US, talk about the rest of the world. But this whole talking head thing, I'm so over it. And then they all do it. CNN, MSNBC, Fox, all of them do it. And I'm so tired of it.
Yeah, and
I used to watch news
if there's
a lot,
nothing, if there's nothing to talk about, they always would be like, UFO was spotted over Phoenix. Like it's always did they just go like out of this world? I'm like, come on now.
Yes. I mean, report the news, stop the talking heads, stop the entertainment. I don't watch you for entertainment. I watch you for news. If I want to be entertained, I want to watch a movie on Netflix or HBO. That's entertainment. You are just there to find me information.
Like I couldn't be an anchor saying some nonsense and then go back home to my family. I feel like they'd be so ashamed, just like, wow, man. You really believe that?
Did you really say that?
Did you really say that?
Why'd you say that? You know what was going to happen as soon as you got home. Why'd you say it?
Yeah.
You know your kids are half black. Now come on.
Actually, according to my genealogy, no, but I mean, I get it, man. Like one of the things that you always got to remember that these Fox News, whether it's CNN, Fox News, whether it's MSNBC, whatever, like these are TV networks, right? They need ratings. That's it. That's point blank period. It's not, they don't have to do this. They're not forced. It's not a federal law to have news. Like, you know what I mean? It's all a TV show for ratings. And obviously there's some, you want actual like good journalism to, go hand in hand with the networks, but it's just, you got to sit back and realize that, hey man, like maybe that's not true. Or maybe they're just saying that to strike fear, or maybe they just need more views, or maybe, they're backing a certain candidate to run for whatever. And at this point, like I repeat myself a lot, but like at this point, there's enough technology and free information out there to where you should know better and like not believe the first thing you hear without like actually sourcing it and looking it up for yourself. So yeah. And that is my TED Talk. Thank you.
And that is your TED Talk. No, I agree with you.
But yeah, I don't watch the news. I barely watch TV. I watch YouTube TV. I would say is a blessing. If you do not have YouTube TV, I highly suggest you get it. If you like sports, I highly suggest you get it. If you like Sports Center, I highly suggest you get it. If you like YouTube, I highly recommend you do not get it because there's no point in having YouTube and YouTube TV. So just letting y'all know. Anyways, what we got next? One America's News Network. I'm curious about that.
So next we're going to talk about
playoffs, baby.
Playoffs. But before we get in that, before we get in that, I just want to talk about our past show that we had.
Oh yeah.
So we interviewed two chefs, Chef Martin and Chef Reyes. So the battle that they were in, I don't know if you were able to go. I know I was not able to go, but I wanted to follow up on it because our listeners, our audience, they want to know too.
Yeah, who won?
Who won?
Who do you think won?
Yeah, let me ask you that because I know the answer. So who do you think won? Who do you think won?
I know who won. And
I do too.
Listen, all I can say is both contestants gave an A+ effort. Right now, I seen the videos, and holy schmoly, I did not expect it to be such a crowd. I think it was a couple thousand. Well, we'll say 1,500 to 2,000 people actually at the showdown.
Oh, wow.
And Martin, actually, I talked to him afterwards, explaining to me that like it's just a line of people coming up, and like it was. I thought it was going to be like some type of little tent, like, hey, here's mine, try it. No, it was just this was like the Taylor Swift concert. That's pretty much. I mean, you had the music coming out, they coming out, fire smoke. Like, oh my God, is he going to rap? No, he's going to roll sushi. But at the end of the day, I've Martin is more quality, and I guess you can say, I don't want to say presentations, but like he has a certain format that he follows. Chef Reyes, on the other hand, is a quality as well. I mean, I think quality is kind of a baseline for a lot, but presentation was huge because he also works at Haiku, and people forget, like, I went to Haiku before the competition, and I had some of that A5 Japanese Angus beef. And when I say I am so happy. I went beforehand.
Oh no, but I'm saying you went back after the show.
Yeah. Oh, I went the Thursday just to get a quick meal, and man, it was amazing. So, yeah, Chef Reyes won.
Yeah, I'm going this week. Yeah, Chef Reyes won. I'm going this week. I'm going to go this week because I was supposed to go last week, but I'm definitely going to go this week to get try his food out.
Was that your prediction?
Before he invited us. My prediction was Chef Reyes because when he talks about, and don't get me, and to Chef Martin, I liked what he presented. It was really good. It was really good. It was. I'm not trying to say that. What I'm saying is what they are bringing, like the fact they have a California roll that actually uses real crab instead of imitation meat.
Yeah, nobody wants that fake shit.
They've got, or the fact they have what's the one you tried, the skewer you tried.
The pork belly.
The pork belly skewer.
Delicious.
That they literally start cooking, not cooking, but preparing days beforehand to get it to that point. So that matters. Those kinds of things matter, and I can't wait to try his food because oh boy, as soon as he said this is what I make, I'm like I think my mouth started watering on the show. I think so. If you look closely on the episode, you might see some drool, coming out of my mouth.
You can't be drooling, man. You can't be. Either way, I mean, both chefs are amazing. We love to do it again. Yes. Maybe I'll make some calls. Make some calls. Like I got people numbers.
Yeah.
Reach out.
Do a small one on the show.
Yeah.
Small one on the show.
Get everybody next year. Get all the chefs. Yeah. I'm sure they'll do it again.
Yes. Yeah. This was a big success. I mean, even says it on the website how big of a success this was. So.
What if it said it was like, this is a big failure? We apologize to everyone who bought tickets. We did not know that was going to happen. Oh, man.
But yeah, I just want to bring it up. And again, to all the chefs, congratulations to the winners. And the ones who did not win, you're still winners because you're the head chefs of these restaurants.
Still winners,
and you brought your A game. So, keep up the good work. But
somebody got to win.
Somebody got to win. But moving on to sports. Go ahead.
Yay, sports. Woohoo. Speaking of winners, first of all, shout out to the Rays who unfortunately lost this past weekend, but for their hell of a streak, man. First 13 games they won, tied, some record. I don't really watch baseball, so don't quote me on this. This is like from a couch baseball fan that's just like, yeah, they tied some record for the most wins to the start of a season. I don't know how they're doing now, but I'm sure it's just as good. Also, with that being said, playoffs have started for the NBA as well as the NHL. So the Rays are 16-3 right now. So they lost a couple since then. Whatever, 16-3. I think I would assume is still first place in the entire
really
MLB. Good. Yeah, that's great. How many games? 145.
100 says 100 something games. I know 160,
That's how you know it's too much.
162 games.
Yeah, well, you're like, oh, I don't know. It's a lot.
162 games. That's why I can't watch. That's what I can't watch on TV. That's all you'd be doing is watching baseball.
Yeah, I feel bad for the players. I'm like, you guys not bored of this yet? Like we've been playing, like literally, they played 2 to 3 games sometimes a day. I was like, yo, like what is this? But actually, quick side note, they introduced the new pitch clock for to speed up games. So yeah, there's actually a timer because like when the batter come up, he swing, miss, whatever, he gotta restructure his gloves, he gotta spit, he gotta chew tobacco, he gotta call his mom real quick. The pitcher gotta reach for stuff in his pocket, gotta shake his head. No, that shit is out the window now. Now there is a pitch count. So I don't know the exact rules, but I think it's probably somewhere between probably 20 seconds, I would assume, or less. So basically, you have to be ready to, and you should
hit. Yeah, and that's exactly right, because it shouldn't take 5 minutes in between a pitch.
Yeah, 25 seconds. That's even too much. It should be 15 seconds. Swing, miss. Oh, well, let me get ready again. No, like you don't need to readjust.
because 25 is what they use for in a huddle, just about for football.
Yeah, to play. Yeah, but it's like you actually doing a different play every time. The between pitcher and the catcher is like fastball, nope. Curveball, nope. Slider, yeah, let's go with that. Like that's it.
Yeah. So yeah, 8 seconds. That's about 8 seconds right there. So yeah, so about 15 seconds they should be ready to go.
Yeah, and there's been some controversy. Like they say it's to make the game more enjoyable, which I guess I understand, even though it's still the same game. You know what I mean?
But they got to speed it up because the problem with baseball, and I will agree with
people falling asleep in the stands.
You fall asleep in the stand. You fall asleep, in the chair. Okay, and yes, a game used to take 4 hours, but there was even a game that took, I think it was 7 hours one time.
Oh my god,
7 hours.
Like there needs to be like
it was like 2 a.m. in the morning.
There needs to be a limit
before the game was over.
13 innings max. Doesn't matter what the score is.
It should tie game. I think whatever. They made that change after that, but it was ridiculous. But yeah, baseball used to be 4 hours. Now it's like a 2-hour game. I can handle
that was like 2.5
hours. Yeah, I can handle maybe 2.5 hours, but all you do is sit there and you're waiting between the pitches. You're like, okay, hit something, and it's a strike.
Yeah.
Strike. Like when you watch on TV, that's boring. That is so boring on TV.
I feel bad for the announcers because they have to talk through the entire game. Like, oh my god! And here's the pitch. Oh right, well that's a ball, not going to swing. So Jim, what are you doing next week anyway? That's how it goes.
And so that one game I was talking about, I said it was 7 hours. I'm sorry, it was 8 hours and 32 innings. 32 innings.
Yeah, that's like
crazy.
You get paid overtime if you work for the stadium. You know what I mean? Or we've been here way too long. I got babies to feed. I got to go home. I got another job I got to go to. Good luck to the Tigers.
Those workers were pissed.
Yeah,
and I'm telling you, they're like, why are we still here? No one's even buying anything anymore.
Yeah, you would go broke. Honestly, you would lose all your money at a baseball game. You're like, damn. It's like my 15th beer, $15, $20 beer, and 80th popcorn and hot dog. Like, no, that should better be free after 4 hours.
And you're not lying either, because football game food is expensive, but for some reason, baseball game food, and it's just hot dogs, really, is more expensive than football game food.
Yeah, who wants to eat hot dogs that watch baseball? Who wants to sit there and eat hot dogs? First of all, that's not at a barbecue.
Watch baseball. Okay,
yeah. A lot of times, but when I finish. Listen, when I finish my food, I like the game to be at least halfway over. I don't want to finish my dog, still the first inning. Like, damn, I don't know if I'm a baker today.
Yeah, it's like having popcorn at a movie. You you're just enjoying the thing, and you want it to carry on. And I'm trying to get done with the hot dog and my beer. You should be, third inning, But no, it's like you're still in the same picture.
They should just have a giant clock that's like 2 hours and it just counts down. And you guys just play, and whatever the score is by the end of the night, like soccer, like whatever. Anyways,
it's a time game now. We don't have innings, we just have time.
Yeah,
just have a time. Lightning.
The Lightning back in the playoffs like usual. I don't got much on them, but they're quick shout out. We in Tampa Bay. Love Lightning, love support, man. They won yesterday 6 to a lot. I don't know what the score is, but it was a lot to a little. Up in Toronto. Drake, shout out to Drake in the weekend. Up in Toronto, Lightning, man, 4 straight Stanley Cup playoff appearances. They won 7-3, so they I mean, if you up 6-3, you guys should probably let off a little bit. Like, all right, let's save some energy for the next game. But blew them out. Hopefully, the streak continues. Also, the NBA playoffs just started. So this is what I want to bring up on was it Sunday? Sunday or Monday, whatever. Golden State's game against Sacramento Kings, who haven't been in the playoffs since a lot of, I don't know, fans were born. I don't know. It's been like 17 years since they haven't played. Bruce Weber was playing for them. Are surprisingly up 2-0 against the defending champs, Golden State Warriors, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and the rest of them, which is it's tough to see because I do enjoy watching the Warriors. But known repeat offender Draymond Green is suspended for Game 3 for stomping or stepping or whatever, curb stomping Sabonis, who is Adritas Sabonis' son. Because I remember when his dad played, actually, late during the game the other day. Now, I watched the clip, and I don't know. Yeah, I get it. Just because he's always in these excuse me, I don't even swear. He's always in these situations to where, it's an altercation. He knocked out one of his teammates. Like, I mean, come on. This guy is notorious. Do you think he deserved what he got?
Yes, because I mean he's been doing this. This isn't the first interaction he's had. He's been doing this before with since he's been playing.
I mean, he knocked his teammate out on camera.
Yeah, so I mean, so he deserves what he gets. You can't get away with everything, and he's been getting away with a lot. Up until this point. So yeah, he has to, and it's going to hurt the team. It's going to affect. It's going to destroy them or anything, but it's going to affect the team because
we're down 0-2.
Yeah. So it's going to affect them, and as the coach, you got to address that. You got to be like, "Hey, look, what are we doing here? You keep doing this. This is your own teammate. I think he was ejected out of that game too. I believe not just
like you're the coach. You're like, listen, is this Draymond Green or Dr. Dre? I need to know right now because you're not playing next game. It's I don't know. Like he does have 4 rings, so he's a champion. So he should know better. One. And it's just like if you his teammate, like what do you? I mean, obviously, you probably don't say anything, or we gonna knock you out. But
hey, Draymond, man, leave that guy alone.
What? Oh God! Y'all get that on film. If you're his teammate, or let me just ask you, just as a sports guy, anyway, what do you say to a teammate that has a temper problem, or is known to get ejected, or be in these type of situations?
Normally you tell them, hey, you got to sit on the bench and he clears himself up. I mean, that's what you normally tell them, or you relax, chill, man. I can't be on the floor with you when you act like this because I got to make my money, and I can't make money if I'm suspended because I'm backing you up. So
do you back him up?
Sit down.
Is Draymond
your teammate? You always back up your teamate.
Oh, I don't know, man.
Unless he's knocking out your other teammate, then you got to back up the other teammate. Unless you're doing that, you got to back up. But in that instance, you're backing up the teammate.
Does he need therapy? Does Draymond need therapy, or he's just tempered?
I think all super millionaires need therapy. I mean, come on, they don't know how to. I mean,
okay,
all of them. This because they act like they got it all together in front of the cameras. Come on, man.
Well, Draymond don't even have
we're all together. That's what I'm saying.
That's
what I'm saying, man. Yeah,
he's also the same guy who sent a deep pic to somebody or put it on Twitter. Draymond, man. Now I think about it, man.
Didn't he say he slept with another teammate's wife or girlfriend or something like that before?
Yeah, like what is he like,
allegedly? Yeah. Is he
trying? Damn, I almost had a stroke right there. Is he trying? Is he trying to just get kicked out of the league? Does he want that bad boy persona and be known? Does he want a documentary like 20 years from now talk about dirty Draymond Green, the man no one knew, or something crazy like that?
Yeah, but think about it. All right, think about it. Dennis Rodman was basically Draymond Green in the past. Much more wild.
He wasn't punching people in the locker room.
Well, yeah, he did punch a couple people.
In the game.
I mean, listen, he did punch a couple people. Man.
Rodman would get 30 rebounds in the game, put a dress on, and like go to Moulin Rouge or something like that afterwards.
True.
Yeah, okay, so that's a good point. Colin had brought up he thinks Draymond Green is way better than he actually is. I think so too. I think a lot of his game is the talk. A lot of guys, I don't know if you ever play pickup ball, are decent, but their talk almost like elevates themselves. It's not really a factor to affect who they're playing. It's almost to hype themselves up. And I think Draymond Green suffers from that. Maybe the moment's too big for him. Maybe having Steph Curry and Klay Thompson who can shoot their way out of any situation, he falls back on it. If Draymond is the center point or the team leader or the best player on the team, he doesn't act like that because he knows he's risking a lot. LeBron flops enough, but you ain't able to see LeBron throw a punch at a teammate. You know what I mean? No. So I want to just ask you this, and we can move on if you'd like. Predictions, NHL and NBA. Who do you got winning it all?
All right, so NHL, I gotta go with our Lightning just because they had a slip up last season, but they were right there, so I think they can do it again. They made some changes. So yeah, we'll see. And then for NBA, I'm a LeBron fan. I am not gonna lie. I'm a LeBron fan, but I'm not gonna pick the Lakers.
Oh,
but I'm not gonna pick the Lakers. This is because he's the only person carrying that entire team, and you can't win. He's done it before, but you really can't win an entire series. Carrying it. Oh yeah, okay, you're right. But I thought he was out. I thought AD was out for injury or something. I thought he got hurt. But
he might have been.
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with State this year. I think they'll pull it back.
You can't pick the same picks I pick.
I think they're gonna bring it back out. I know it's your pick, but I mean, it is talent. But with that being said, what's the other team? Maybe. Just maybe.
Celtics?
I doubt it. That's what I was going to say. Just maybe. But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they can do something, but I don't know.
All right. NHL, I'm going to go with the Lightning because that's the only team I know, and they're good, and they've been in the Stanley Cup 4 times, and they made me money working at a bar because they win games, and people come to games to watch, and they spend money, and I get tipped out. So I'm going with the Lightning. NBA, I was going to go with the Warriors, but, I want to make this a little fun. I'm gonna go with KD and Booker. I'm gonna go with the Phoenix Suns. I think they beat the Warriors in the Western Conference Finals, and I think they beat Celtics. I think the Celtics versus Suns in a rematch. Right? Did they play one year? I'm not sure.
Celtics Suns.
I remember. I don't know. I remember Devin Booker losing in the. Oh, they were playing Milwaukee. That's who it was. So, But yeah, man. Colin, predictions. What do you got? I already know who Colin gonna pick. He gonna pick the Lightning. He's
Toronto
rooting for the Toronto Leafs in the the Cavs in the playoffs. Oh my god,
Cavs. Oh wow.
So our producer Colin is rooting for the team that the Lightning are currently destroying or has destroyed. He got something against the Tampa Bay Lightning. I don't know why. And the Cleveland Cavaliers without LeBron James, so chances are slim. So we'll see. Hopefully Colin plays What the Florida better than his predictions for these championships. So yeah, man. So we'll see.
Well, speaking of What the Florida, we got our predictions in, so we'll see how that goes in about a little over a month. But while we wait for those to come true or to fall by wayside and crash and fail like they always do, we're gonna go ahead and jump into What the Florida. All right.